not only remove some of the debris, it has incredible suction to it, but on top of that, it's going to sanitize. It's from RAYCOP. It is a way that you can now sanitize your fabric, and not just sanitize, but also remove your dust mites as well. And yeah, if you're thinking, oh, I don't have those, unfortunately, almost all of us do. And you'll be able to see it because you can actually clean this out, and you'll know right then what this is doing in terms of sanitizing and removing the dust mites. We have a feature price today, $149.95. Free shipping on this as well, and 3 flex payments. Alexandra Baker is joining us from her home, and she's been sanitizing. It's so easy to use. It's one of the things I love so much about it. Very lightweight. You just run it right over the, whether it's the mattress or the sofa. You could even use it on the rug if you wanted to.
I can't really hear you, Alice, but I'm going to assume that you can hear me, I hope.
Excuse me.
Can you hear me?
I can, absolutely.
Okay, oh good. So nice to be with you this afternoon, Alice. You can see that I'm just passing RAYCOP back and forth on a bed that's already made. So what's beautiful about RAYCOP is if you're suffering from allergies, this is the solution that you're looking for. If you really want to sanitize your home using that ultraviolet light, let me see if I can show it to you right now. Look at that 6-inch wide ultraviolet light. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, but this is the light that is killing 99.9% of viruses, bacteria, E. coli, influenza A. Don't you wish I was in your home right now passing this over your pillow? Don't you think you're going to sleep a little bit better knowing that I have not only sanitized a pillow that's still on a pillowcase that's still on there and penetrating deep down into that pillow, but then also pulsating pads to shake anything that's in there and pulling it out with the perfectly calibrated suction. Now, I can also, you know, what we're talking about here is 10 million dust mites. Now, dust mites and their matter, that means their fecal matter, their unhatched eggs, their carcasses when they die. It's a problem, and it's really a nuisance to your allergies. It really wreaks havoc on your allergies. This is the type of appliance that I want to invite you to bring into your home that's a little bit different than a traditional vacuum. This is an ultraviolet vacuum, and so they are wreaking havoc. They are in that mattress, and we've got to pull them out. But then, if you're looking to sanitize, look at this, I'm passing this over a crystal pillow. If you want to sanitize your items, this is really going to help you. Now, whether you do this on your textiles, right there over, try doing that with your vacuum. You cannot do that. You would have to strip your bed, go all the way down to the mattress in order to use a regular vacuum. And that's not killing, and that's not sanitizing. This is really getting to the root of the problem. The other thing was you can go right over the mattress pad. Look how easy that is. And then, last but not least, if your little ones are sleeping with stuffed animals that are not laundered as often as they should be, like my daughter sleeps with hers, I love passing this right over the stuffed animals. Now, let's really get to the nitty gritty here, okay? I hope you're not eating anything right now, because I gotta be a little bit graphic when I talk about the dust cup. Now, I'm going to explain how this works. However, 2 dust cups. One is the larger dust cup. This is what it looks like clean in the unit, but this is what it looks like when it starts to fill up with not just lint, not just my husband's beard hair, not just puppy hair, not fibers, but it's also filling up with the cleaning the unseen. Those dust mites are tiny. We can't see them. We can't even feel them. And they may not bother everybody. But if you're looking to sanitize, this is for you. If you're looking to pull out the fecal matter, the unhatched eggs, all of that dander, all of the things, the microorganisms, it's all in the dust cup. And we also have the HEPA filter. This is an allergen product, Alice. So of course it's got the gold standard HEPA filter included. And the HEPA filter is conveniently located right here. So you would just change this every other year. Look, mine's starting to fill up. You would just change it every other year. And that's the only maintenance that you're gonna have to think about with your RAYCOP. But it's easy to use, lightweight. It's going to come completely assembled for you. You're just going to pop this in. It's already going to be in. You just plug it in. It'll be red. You push the button, 1, 2, 3. It'll be green, push it again, and it's blue. And that is it. This is something created by a doctor, an immunologist, who wanted to get down to the root of the problem. And that is why he created RAYCOP. And this is really going to help you and your family members, especially now with everything going on. I know you want to do all that you can to help them.
This was actually one of our best sellers even before all of this craziness happened. But now that the craziness has happened and our world has completely changed, how can you not think about sanitizing everything in your home? Sanitizing. This is not just about removing the dust mites, which of course we want to do that. It is a horrible thing. We need to get rid of them. This is the way you do it. It works differently than your vacuum cleaner or anything else for that matter. So you're going to be able to get this home, and then you're going to be able to use this on your fabrics, on your sofa. I don't know any other way that you're going to be able to sanitize, to actually be able to sanitize a cloth or fabric sofa or chair or anything else in your home. I mean, you could even use this if you wanted to on your carpet, your pet bed, all of it. But you think too about the stuffed animals for the kids. All of those things that we don't know. I don't know about your stuffed animals, but none of my daughters could go into the washing machine because they would come out missing eyes and everything else, or maybe an ear would be gone. Oh my gosh, that would be like devastating. This is the way you're going to be able to sanitize it, because now you have a way that is simple, that is easy, that is powerful. And once you buy this, you're done. Okay, you don't have to buy anything else. You don't have to add anything else. It all is going to work so beautifully, but you will feel so much better knowing that you're sanitizing those things in your house that you never knew how to sanitize before. And then when you think about, and I know it's not an easy thing to think about dust mites, but you need to be thinking about them. These things are living in our beds. It's awful. Look at that. Alexandra, awful to even think about, but so much better knowing that you have a way to deal with it now.
Yeah, you know, as I mentioned, it's not something that affects everybody, but if you know you're suffering from allergies and they're not food allergies, the immunologist who created RAYCOP knew that he wanted to help his patients and get to the root of the problem and give them a solution that's really going after those dust mites, because he researched that it is the dust mites that are really the culprit. Now, this is that ultraviolet light. I'm holding my fingers over the sensors because when you put this on your items, it's going to turn off. It only turns on when you have it on the textiles. That's very important to know. Killing 99.9% of E. coli, influenza A, staph, bacteria, and other viruses. I like to know that this is an inexpensive, affordable way to bring ultraviolet light into my home to clean. And then when everybody comes inside, I can just, pass this on the sofa. And it's good to know that even if you have a tufted sofa, and I know the tufted furniture is very popular recently, I like knowing that I can just pass this back and forth, and even the items that are in the grooves are being picked up. I like to know that I can just pass this right over the pillows. I'm doing this in real time, and this is how I actually do this in my home. A couple of times a week, I'll just give it a pass, just for that reassurance of knowing I don't have that pet smell in my home, keeping things really clean and sanitized from my family, knowing that even my beautiful rhinestone pillows, I don't have to worry. Sweetie, did you put this pillow out here? My husband behind the camera. I'm like, it's upside down. Can't you tell? and so, Alice, it's been so funny. So anyway, you just pass it like that.
TV.
Yeah. Oh, God help him. All day long. And the other way that it works, you saw that light, right? So important. And you have that suction. Let me push 1, 2, 3, and then push again. Now the suction is not a joke. Look at the circular motion, that centrifugal motion, cyclonic motion. Is that the word I'm looking for today? And it's powerful. And you can see how it's making that round motion. So it really is picking up matter out of those mattresses, textiles, and things that you can't launder. And so it's really important that you think about how you're going to clean your home when you see those dust mites, if you have the allergies, if you have pets. So important to stay on top of things, because right now we want our families to be super clean. We always want our families to be clean, but we want our families and our homes to be clean and sanitized, not just clean. And so the dust mites, here it is in a nutshell, they feed off of our dead, shedding skin cells. If you never thought about this or didn't know, I gotta tell you, when I was introduced to this concept of RAYCOP and cleaning with the RAYCOP and learning what the dust mites were doing. If you look around in my home, other than the rugs when you come in the door, that's the only, I don't have curtains, I don't have rugs, I don't have anything, because when I learned and I realized my daughter was allergic to all of that, I eliminated that. Now, here in front of me, I've got this little pad and it replicates the dust mites. I have some baby powder and look at all of that matter there, right? And then on top of that, this is like a 2-ply, very thick, almost like a flannel type of cover. I just want to show you further that when you're using your RAYCOP, I want to show you how powerful that suction is. So I'm just going to give it a couple of passes right in the middle. This is a relatively new demonstration that we've been doing since we did the today's special a while back. And I just thought it's a real demonstrative way to share with you in real time so that you can actually see how this is really picking up all of that debris in your mattress, even when you're going on top of the textiles. Very important for you to see that. I want you to see. I do this all the time, and look at that path that it creates. Isn't that incredible?
It
so
is.
It's very strong that way. And then,
Powerful.
last but not least, the pulsating pads. See those pulsating pads? Watch this. It's shaking. Look at that. I have to do it just, there you go. Yeah, you can see the pulsating pads. And the purpose of the pulsating pads is to actually get those claws. You know, they're hanging on, they're alive, and they have claws. Not like lice, not like a louse, but they definitely have claws, and we want to get them out. And lastly, get away from using these chemical sprays. You can't find them right now. If you think your family's coming in and you're just going to spray your bag or, you know, spray your home with chemicals, that's not the answer. I want you to clean chemical-free.
I mean, stop and think about it. Why in the world would you use chemicals in your home and then sit on it and stretch out on it and all of that? Why would you ever use a chemical when you don't need to? And then you have to keep buying those things over and over and over. And this is it. You buy this, you're done. You will use this on every fabric in your home. You will use it on your mattress, but it works, and you will know that it works. Get it home. We'll give you 30 days to try it, okay? So take it, put it over your mattress, run it over your mattress. See what is in that dust cup. You will not believe what you have been sleeping with, okay? You will not believe what's in your bed, been sharing your bed with you. And you can get rid of it. Once you know it's there, how can you not do something to deal with it? I mean, how can you ever put your head on any pillow again and not know that it has been sanitized? Sanitizing has never been more important than it is right now. And things aren't gonna change. I mean, it's not gonna go back to the way it was. We need to really get proactive about sanitizing in our home. This is the way you do it. This is the way you remove those dust mites, all of it with one purchase today. And you can put this on 3 flex payments and free shipping and handling as well. Just a really great time to pick up something that you probably didn't wake up knowing you needed this, but after you see that presentation, how can you live without it? Am I